Hey, we need to talk. You spend hours mindlessly scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube Shorts, everything just to get away from yourself. And you wonder why you hate yourself. You don't even know you for real. I mean, look at your screen time. Why are you spending 8 to 12 hours a day scrolling? Not even anything productive with your phone, just scrolling. You're willing to spend a work day, or even up to half of a day, scrolling, doing absolutely nothing. And when you wonder why you feel down about yourself, you feel lazy and you feel like you're in a slump, because you're allowing yourself to be so. Every day, you're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting something to change. And it's not going to, because you haven't changed. You're too busy chasing entertainment from everywhere else instead of sitting down and spending time with yourself. Why are you chasing everything else but yourself? Why do you hate being alone? Why do you hate spending time with the person you are with the most? Why is that? You need to figure that out. If you know now, go ahead and type it in the comments. Why do you not like spending time with yourself? Because I know you're not the only one. Sometimes I don't like it either. I don't like the loneliness feeling. But that helps me get to know myself better. It helps me get to know what I truly like and what I don't like. What brings me peace, what brings me joy, what irritates me. I get to know the ins and outs of myself. But you don't want to know that. You don't want nothing to do with yourself. You rather watch someone else's life than be present in your own. You have no idea what you actually like for real. You've never really taken a second to just sit down and hear your thoughts. We can try it right now. Let's do it. Just take a second and be one with yourself. Empty your thoughts. Clear your mind, clear your head. Focus on your breathing. Now, tell me what was the first thought in your head. Type it in the comments right now. What was the first thought in your head? Mine was, when am I going to read my book? Trying to figure out the time to read my book. What was yours? Was it what you're going to have for dinner tonight? What homework assignment you have left? What time you have to be at work? Is my wall cream or tan? What was it? Let me know. Doesn't matter how ridiculous it might be. Any question, honestly, is interesting. Any thought is interesting. So I want to know. Let me know. How did you feel when you did that? Did you feel awkward? Did you feel weird? Did you feel calm? Did you feel at peace? Did it feel like just different to hear your voice? That's what it is. It's you. And you probably never hear her. She deserves to be heard, you know. She deserves it. So put your phone down and familiarize yourself with her. Familiarize yourself with that voice, with your voice, with your thoughts. Learn who you are. You spend every day with yourself. Stop avoiding yourself. You are stuck with you every day, from the time you go to sleep to the time you wake up, to the time you were born, to the time that you die. You are stuck with you. So like, you might as well learn yourself. That's the least you could do, honestly. If you can learn any and everybody else's life and their business and what they like and what they don't like, you can take the time to learn yourself as well. If you can care that much about someone else's life, you can care that much about your own. Point blank, period. And instead of scrolling, you can simply ask yourself, what do I want to do right now? Especially if you're bored. If you're bored, just scroll. 30 minutes can go by like that. An hour can go by like that. So instead of doing that, sit and ask yourself, what would I love to do right now? And if it's feasible, go do it. Go do it. If it's, oh, I really want to take a walk. Like, if it's, oh, I really want to go take a walk right now. It looks amazing outside. And you can do that. Go do that. If you just picked up a book and you're like, ooh, I would love to read right now. I haven't read this book yet. Go do it. If you say, ooh, my skin looks really dry, I need to do a whole self-care night. And you have the stuff to do it, go do that. If you need to take a bath, if you need some cool relaxation, 30 minutes just to yourself. No phone, no book, no distractions, nothing. Just you and that bath. And God, go do that. Whatever the first thing that comes to your mind that is feasible and right to do, of course, go do that. Do something that you like to do, that brings you joy, that brings you happiness. Because that in turn will be productive for yourself. Instead of scrolling is not going to do anything for you. But bring mild entertainment. For what, 5 seconds? But you can bring yourself entertainment for 30 minutes, an hour. Even 5 minutes, if that's all you got. Dedicate that time to you and not someone else. Not some stranger. Like, for real. You can use your precious time on someone else that you don't even know. All the time. I'm not saying you can't go on TikTok or nothing like that at all. Because, baby, I do that. But I'm saying all the time. Where there's no time left for you at all. To the point where you don't even know yourself. I think that's when a problem comes in. We gotta have balance. We gotta have balance. So just take time for yourself. Take time to get to know you. Get to know the ins and outs of you, how your brain works. Jump on your ideas. Jump on your thoughts. Actually listen to yourself. We use our phones so much to fill gaps within ourselves. And it's getting scary because we're losing ourselves. We don't know who we are anymore. We're almost addicted to our phones. Some people might, but like, it's getting scary. We don't know how to put a phone down. We need stimulation almost every second of every day, and then wonder why we're overstimulated. We take in so much information and entertainment on a daily basis that we were never created to do in the first place. We gotta take a break, y'all. We gotta take a break. Or retract just a little bit. We gotta bring it back some, because that don't make no sense. We don't need to be losing ourselves in someone else's life. For anybody. You never need to lose yourself in someone else's life. But especially through a screen. Because we can get so overstimulated at times to where we've been scrolling for hours, and now we feel sick of ourselves because we haven't been doing anything for hours except scrolling. And now you're stuck in bed because you feel awful about yourself. You see this chain reaction going off? When you could have scrolled a little bit, put the phone down and said, hey, what do I want to do right now? And then you wouldn't feel awful about yourself because you did something for you. But once you allow that phone to draw you in and you do nothing about it, you're going to feel awful. You're going to. It's just kind of a consequence that happens with the phone after you spend hours on it. Not being productive, just scrolling. So you gotta put it down. Just for a little bit, you gotta put it down. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's what y'all need to hear. It's what I need to hear too. Y'all ain't the only ones. Baby, I love me some TikTok. I be getting my recipes, or them little dances I be doing, or sometimes I be getting put on the music. Like, hello, I love me some TikTok. But I had to realize scrolling for hours is doing nothing for me at all, but making me feel worse about myself. And I don't want to feel bad about myself. So I'm going to choose myself over my phone. And you should too. Because I promise you, you're going to feel better. You're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I like to do that. Or, oh my gosh, I always wanted to try that and now I have the time. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Once you come to that realization of like, wow, I used to spend so much time on my phone. And now I have all this time to spare and do things that I've actually been wanting to do or have been doing on and off. Now you get to be consistent with yourself instead of being consistent with that phone. Yeah. It's going to feel so good. And I can't wait for your transformation. I can't wait for you to come back and say, it's been 3 weeks, but I already feel so much better. I've limited my screen time. I've poured more into my hobbies. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Your life is filled with more joy. I love that for you. Keep going. Don't you want to hear that? Don't you want to feel that? Feel like you're doing something productive? Feel like you're helping yourself? Feel like you're filling your cup? Don't you want a full cup? Why are you satisfied with 1/4 of a cup? Half a cup? 1/3 of a cup? Have a full glass. And you can only give it to yourself. So do that. Like, hello? Why not? Why not? Honestly, why not? Because I don't know. I don't know why not. So stop investing so much time into a stranger you've seen on the internet. Again, I'm not saying don't ever scroll on your phone ever. You're a bad person. You're terrible if you never do anything with your time and you're always on your phone every single day. I'm not saying that, but do things in moderation. Because there is no reason why you know what shampoo bottle Kai Cenat uses, but you don't even know your favorite meal to eat. Does that make any sense? Like, so serious. Does that make any sense? Mind you, you never met him before. He don't know you. You don't know him. On a personal level, y'all don't know each other. But on a personal level, you should know yourself. It's you. It's you. You should know you. So why don't you know what your favorite thing is to eat? Why don't you know what your favorite restaurant is? Why don't you know what your favorite thing is to do? Why can you not answer these basic questions? Why? Because you don't spend time with you. So how could you know? But you expect someone else to know you. But you don't know yourself. What type of sense does that make? Right, none at all. So get it together. For real. Girl, get it together. I'm here to tell you that. Get it together. If you have to, write down all the things you wanted to try your whole life. And if it's feasible, go try that. Go do that. Write down all the things that you know that you like right now, at least. See how much you can build on that list. Write down what you don't like. Hopefully that list doesn't build up, but if it does, hey, it's what it is. Add to it. Understand why you don't like it, or understand why you do like it. Understand why you are the way you are. If you want someone to know all these things about you, you have to know that yourself. Because who's going to be the one to tell them? You. You know how much longer it would take if they sat there and studied you? I mean, unless this is like your significant other, like maybe they should, but you still got to be the one to tell them. Cut them some slack. Make their life a little easier. When you meet someone, you're supposed to be getting to know them. If you have nothing to share, you're going to seem like a boring person. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be boring. And I don't feel like I'm boring. But like, if you want to be boring, that's you. You can have boring people collectively. But I don't want that. I have one life. And I want to be able to experience all that I can. Because I only have one go around. That's it. So I want to figure out me. And I hope this inspires you to figure out you. Figure out you. All about me. Make your introduction. Oh my gosh. Make your introduction. What was I about to say? Oh, make your introduction interesting. Who are you? If someone asks you that, you should be able to tell them more than where you work, and your name, and your age. Tell them more than that. Because there's more to you than your name, your age, and where you work. You are more than titles. I know there's more depth to you. You know there's more depth to you. So let's find out that depth. Let's find out that depth. That's always such a weird word, depth. I'm sorry, I'm a little silly. And I know it can be uncomfortable with sitting here with yourself. But you know, the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll actually get with yourself. You won't feel as awkward or as weird. Because you actually know the person you're with. So it's not as weird because you know them. You know? Crazy how that works, huh? The more time you spend with someone, the less awkward it feels and the more comfortable you become. Now, take that same logic and apply it to yourself. You may start off uncomfortable, but probably even like 2-3 weeks, you're going to be already becoming more comfortable with yourself because you're spending time with yourself. That's the beauty of it. The more time you spend, the more comfortable you become. And then probably soon all you want to do is spend time with yourself. A lot of people is like, I don't even want to be around nobody but me now. Like, I love me. And I love that for you. I want you to love yourself. I want you to love your own company. I don't want you to have anxiety when you're out at the library by yourself, or taking yourself out on a date, or simply just spending time with yourself in your room. I want you to love you. I want you to love being around you. I want you to love doing things that you like to do by yourself. I want you to not feel so dependent on others' entertainment to entertain you. I want you to rely on yourself for your happiness. I want that for you. But I need you to want it for yourself too. And in order to do that, you have to spend time with yourself. Because as you spend time with yourself, you're going to end up loving yourself. And not in the like cocky way, but in like, wow, you're actually really cool type of way. Like you would be your friend. I need you to want to be your own friend. Because you are, honestly. You are your own friend. And it should feel like that. You need to love yourself. I'm like, I actually mess with her. Yeah, I'm a pretty cool guy. I'm pretty funny. I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty entertaining. I'm pretty good at writing. I'm pretty good at reading. I'm pretty good at creating things. I don't know. Just like think highly of yourself. It would allow you to think highly of yourself. And that's so amazing. Like, y'all don't even understand how many great things come with actually spending time with yourself. For one, you get to know yourself. For two, you get to indulge in hobbies or try new hobbies. And that's always fun, even if you're not good at it at first. If you like it, you're probably going to get better. Why? Because you spend more time on it. Why? Because you're spending more time with yourself. And in return, you gain some confidence in yourself. Your anxiety decreases because you're stepping out of your comfort zone and doing things by yourself. You learn how to entertain yourself. You grow comfortable being alone, being in your own company. And you also learn if you're down, you know how to bring yourself back up. Why? Because you know the things that work for you. You know what brings you happiness. You know what can bring you out of that slump. You know what can make you feel like yourself again. Why? Because you've done the work. You've spent time with yourself. You've poured into yourself. There's so many great things that come out of it. Look, I got up 8. I got up 8 things right now. There's probably 2 more, but I just can't think of it right now. And I'm not trying to make this video super duper long. I'm just trying to get my point across, y'all. Spend time with yourself. If you ain't getting nothing else from this video, spend time with yourself. Whatever time you got. And if you feel like it's less time, it's probably because you're on that phone too much. So put the phone down and pick yourself back up. And that's all I got for y'all. I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!